Hey there, this is a live recording of me and Chris working in this tracking setup. So we're setting it up completely from A to Z when it comes to Google Tag Manager, Google Analytics, how to put the code on the website, how to create a Facebook page and how to create a Facebook pixel, all of this stuff in a live 1 hour raw unedited session. Feel free to skip through the parts that are interesting to you or just enjoy the ride. Right. We have already an analytics property, right? Like the remote-based one?
Yeah, but you think I think we should use something different or no?
I'm going to create...
Because all of the remote-based one is hooked up to the ad account for remote-based.
Yeah, so the thing is, its hierarchy is not just accounts and properties. So the thing that's hooked up to everything else is the property, not the account.
Okay.
So what I would do is I would rename remote-based in Man Banana Media, and then I would have more properties in here.
And we just call the property like...
So account details is Mad Banana Media, right? And then under property, we create new property and we call it...
cohort or something?
I would just do Mad Banana Media.
Okay.
One property, one website. And UK?
Yep. For like value of action.
Yeah, long term. Why does it not British font? Okay. So I put pounds and category doesn't matter. Business, small, cool. So what we're doing now is we're just creating the property in Google Analytics. That's very simple. You just put out all the URLs. So madbananamedia.com as a website URL, which that makes sense. And then I always like to use the same name of the website as the stream name. That changes nothing. I always keep this one on as well. It's just measuring automatically when somebody's scrolling or clicking somewhere. And now we're going to get a code. So before we continue, your website is on what? It's self-coded.
Good on GitHub.
It's self-hosted. Can you give me access to GitHub? Or can I just send to you?
If you send me the code, then I can touch it.
All right. Okay. So we're going to use Google Tag Manager to do everything. So we're going to create a new one. I'm going to also use the remote base account here. Chris? I can use the remote base account?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Like same as the analytics, right? The container will be different inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. And this code needs to go in the head on...
So this one goes in the head as high as possible. This one goes in the body tag as high as possible. And then when we are done with that, we can continue.
So the top one goes at the top?
Just after the opening of the head.
I thought it was an index page.
Cool. Let's check. We don't have it yet here. If we update, then we maybe will. When is it going to be pushed?
It's working its way there now.
By the way, just stop me, because I just realized I'm just running into it and just doing it instead of actually explaining.
No, I think that's...
No, before, I mean, when I was like doing the analytics stuff, I was just clicking around very quickly, but I don't like this. Google Tag Manager is on. I think I just saw it in the... What?
It's there. When I inspect, it's there. But maybe there's something in the setup.
Should be fine. Yes, we are on here. Perfect. Also, Google Tag Manager is on the page, which means we can continue doing all of the analytics stuff and actually installing our analytics code on the website. So we're just going to put it into our Google Tag Manager. We need the measurement ID from analytics. You can either get it here when you're setting it up in the beginning, or normally you would see something like, give me a sec, like this, right? You're used to this one. So you just go down below here. Oh, well, in this case, it even tells you here.
Yeah.
Or you go to admin, to data streams. It's actually self-explanatory, only that there's a lot of buttons. And then you find the measurement ID here.
Is that different? That's different to the... If you open that panel, that's different to that. That's the property ID.
That's different. Property ID is just for bureaucracy work inside of Google, internal, which property is it? But because you can have multiple streams in one property. For example, you have a connected web app or like a phone app or whatever. So you can add here, Android app, iOS app.
Got it.
Now we need to put it here. I have some templates, but they don't make sense because they're a little bit overkill for what we're doing today. So I'm just going to do it all manually, which also maybe helps explain it at the same time. We create a new tag, and now we need to put our Google Analytics tag onto the Google Tag Manager, so then it can load it every time when Google Tag Manager loads on the website. So we're just basically using Google Tag Manager as a distributor for everything else code-wise we want to do. It could also be HubSpot for, it could be a heat map tracking or whatever. We go into tag configuration and we select Google Analytics and then Google Tag. Very simple. And then we just copy paste this measurement ID and put it here. But what I like to do instead is I like using variables. So then later on, I don't need to go every time to Google Analytics and search for my measurement ID and then copy paste it, or go back to my main tag and search for it, copy it, and then paste it somewhere else. I create a variable once and then I reuse it every single time when I'm working in this property. So you can do this by clicking on the plus, and then you need to choose a variable, but you don't have it yet, so you need to create it. So you go on the plus again, and this is your variable setup. Here you need to select the type of the variable that you're setting up, and it's called, well, we just need a string, so we need a constant. So a value that is preset forever, which in this case, it's going to be our measurement ID. You just paste it here. I like to name it the same way as the value is. And then from now on, every time, let's imagine we're configuring a new tag, instead of going out, copy pasting, or going to analytics and copying it from here, you just click on the plus and select it. Bam, that's it. Which saves a lot of time long term, but takes some setup time in the beginning. That's it. I also like naming it page view or tag or whatever, so we don't get lost later. And now we have analytics set up. I mean, we still need to commit it, to push it basically. So in this case, it's called submit. But I would like to do this later when we also have all of the other tracking set up. So we look at the page, and when we identify what is the actual end outcome, like what is it? It's just a form, or how does it work?
This will go to Stripe for somebody to make payment.
Oh, fuck.
Click.
Fuck.
What's up?
Yeah, Stripe is impossible.
But that's fine. We actually need to track what happens here. We just need to track if someone clicks the button.
Or can you set up a thank you page in Stripe?
After this, it goes to a page which is, the URL is nmp thank you.
NMP thank you?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, perfect.
So
That's the best solution.
Completes, then they come here. But if they don't complete,
Yeah, so we're gonna track both then. We're gonna track somebody clicking on the URLs, by the way, which on the buttons, I mean, well, but I'm asking myself, why doesn't this not go to Stripe immediately? Or because you want to show the price first?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I think it's okay for now. But
I
like,
think we push people straight to Stripe.
I don't know. No, not necessarily. Because you don't show the price
Right.
under the button, which
Is it
makes...
possible to track? Is it possible to give every button a different ID and track which button is clicked the most?
Yes, it is, but I wouldn't do it that way.
Okay.
That's overkill for our... That's something you would do with so much traffic. We don't have traffic.
Yeah.
It's not going to be statistically relevant, but also there's easier ways to do that are you can just do it by looking. For example, yes, we could theoretically,
Or
but
page scroll or something.
we're going to install Clarity. Clarity is a tool that allows us to create heat maps for free. It's owned by Microsoft. So we do the same thing here. We go
tag.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, well, it's a code. We need to put it on the website. We can do this by putting it into your code on the website, or we just use Google Tag Manager. So we just go to new tag configuration, and just custom HTML. So we can put any type of code in here. And here in Clarity, we just create a new project. We call it Matt Banana Media .com, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just need to select category. That's it. We don't need to do anything else here besides getting the code. I know it's all in Russian, but it's gonna make sense in English. That's it. We have the code in there, and we just need to select the trigger, which in this case is I wanted to fire on every page that's being visited. So we select all pages. Very simple. We call it Microsoft Clarity, so everyone knows later on. That's it. Now I can just also add you, so you always have access to it, and you're an admin. What's your email?
Chris Cerra base.
.co or .com.
CO.
Yes, we could theoretically have for every single button a different ID, but you need to do this on your backend in the code by actually changing this.
The class of it.
Yes, the class is button large right now, and it's probably going to be for button dark button large. So you could give it all a different class, but heat maps is just so much more how do you say it? Intuitive. Yeah, but we need to track. So what we're basically tracking is, no, we need to track more things than just outbound than just the click on a button and the click to Stripe. We're gonna differentiate it. We're gonna track a click that scrolls you down, and we're gonna track a click that goes to Stripe. So let's do the Stripe thing first. That's the easiest. I just copied the URL that is we set behind this button. We're just doing a new tag configuration, Google Analytics, but instead of tag, an event, because we want to have an event. So now measurement ID, we just select from our variable, easy. Instead of copy pasting and looking for it, we have something else in our clipboard right now. Event name could be Stripe outbound click.
Yeah.
You actually don't need to use these, but I just prefer to. And now we need a trigger. So we create a new one because it doesn't exist yet. And we select click on just links. And then instead of tracking every outbound link, we need only to specify that it's for Stripe. So we select some link clicks. And then the variable page URL, because we were going to differentiate them by the URL, I paste it in here, I delete the codes, and I'm just going to leave inside buy.stripe.com. In case you just changed something in the form and the form changes. So I'm going to be Stripe buy.stripe.com link click. That's it. G4 Stripe click. Now this is a little bit more tricky. We want to track when someone scrolls down. I see we have an anchor, which is investment. Let me check something. I want to know if I click here, the anchor shows up. If I click here, the anchor shows up as well. So maybe
It should be everywhere.
it should be everywhere. So this might be the easiest way to so we need a trigger, right? We need to observe some kind of change, and the change is either somebody clicked on the button or a change in the URL. And I think in this case, changing the URL is going to be easier to differentiate, because this button down here, which is the Stripe button, is also the button that we click.
Yeah, scroll down a bit more. Click that one. Yeah, I think that goes to Stripe as well, which is fine because that's going to be covered on the other one. And
Yeah.
basically past the point.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Is it
Yeah.
out?
Yeah. Okay, so let's do it in a way with the anchor. If you change the anchor name or you change the page name of the subpage, the thing's not going to work anymore. So beware of that. We're going to create a new tag, which is going to be analytics event with our measurements ID in the variable, and the event name is going to be CTA click. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And as a trigger, we need something that will look at the URL. We have multiple options here. All of them are page view. Window loaded, probably not. This is interesting because we're not actually opening up a new page. So we need something that is going to be constantly checking the URL state. So it might not work at all, or it might not work with page view, but we're going to try because there's no new window being loaded. I assume that DOM ready is going to work the best, which is basically a thing that just constantly checks. Let's not use it. Let's try page view.
What about just links? 'Cause technically it's a link. It's changing the URL. Would that be the same, or is that just
So yeah, so that's I think this could work. It could work.
in the same way that the URL?
So actually, let's just test it. So we're gonna do page view. Page URL contains and an only newsletter mastery program dash in tag investment. So we're gonna do where's the dash investment anchor scroll to anchor button click. We don't need to name it. It's just so we understand later on in 2 years what we've done. But let's try multiple ones. Let's also try, in case page view doesn't work, your idea with the click on links. Some links page URL contains investment, because it is a link, right? Yeah, so it is just a link. Because that's not always the case. If you would build this on WordPress, WordPress would give it a class instead of a link. Scroll to class. So it wouldn't even, I don't think that it would even see it as a link click on WordPress sometimes in specific builders. So let's try this.
Thinking as a class, but that's how it identifies. It's like the section ID is the same as the class name.
Link click to investment. Let's just test it out. So we're gonna name this GA4 CTA click investment. Now we're gonna preview it. Following. I'm gonna preview and check if the link click thing works or if the page view thing works. So first of all, the ecosystem is loaded. We always need to wait for it to pop up. Then I always go back and check if it's actually firing, and then there's no errors here because that can happen. We see that Google Analytics has fired and Clarity has fired. Must fire because we selected to fire it on every single page. And now let's click and reserve your spots. That didn't work. So we have the click investment not firing under both circumstances. So we have the link click, but you also have the page view because it's not a real link and because it's not a real change of the page. So we could try some more page view changes, which could be DOM ready. Some DOM page URL contains investment. Let's see, fired here. It works. Okay, and now it still didn't work. Cool. So we cannot do that. So we need a different trigger. But wait. Oh, actually, that was stupid of me. I could have already looked at it before. We have something going on, something happening when we click on the button. And this is why also the preview manager is the best thing. If you don't find a way yourself of how to create a trigger that would make sense and it would work, you just try the action out and see what appears to be happening here. That sometimes something appears, sometimes it doesn't. In this case, it does, which is very, very nice. That depends on how the web page is coded. You click on it, you select it in the event. This is the time linear, so like what events happen after which events. You go into variables first, and you see here if we can find an identifier, because just GTM link click would mean everything that's considered a link click on the website would trigger that. We don't have anything here. Maybe in the data layer? Probably not. Yes, we do. Cool. So this is very complete. This is actually a very deep dive into the tech part of it. But we can select that if an event called GTM dot element contains investment, to fire this thing.
And that's good because it's telling us that it's coming from the nav bar as well. I'm guessing that's telling you the origin was.
We would not include this.
No, but it's great because it means if you wanted to track it from
Yeah.
somewhere else,
Yeah,
like if you clicked one of the other versions of that button, it would show you that it came from like the hero section or somewhere else.
So how big websites do it with teams that actually optimize it is when they create those buttons, they put UTM parameters in them. So
Right.
the link would be newsletter must reprogram,
Investment.
go to investment, but then UTM source is
Nav bar.
navbar, yeah. And then you would keep this UTM until Stripe, possibly. Stripe would keep it, and then you would be able to identify it even better. But that's not even to keep it for the purchase. It's more to, if this UTM source has been fired once, which is happening on time of the click, then Google Analytics would keep it as data forever. Okay, I didn't do this in a very long time. Let's try. We need to use a different trigger that is called custom event. Some custom events, and then event name must be GTM link click. GTM link, so we can just copy paste this because the data layer event equals GTM link click. So basically this is just a human name and this is the actual tech name behind it. So we select this and then some custom events. And now I really need to think again how to do this. This is a while ago. Choose built-in variable. Oh God. Oh fuck. GTM dot element. GTM link click that element. How do I do this? So I forgot how to do this. Wait. I'm gonna go to Gemini. How do I specify in GTM trigger custom event to fire only on this particular GTM.element URL containing investment? And then we can also include this. So this is something you could do. Nowadays AI is so good, and especially Google knows Google stuff, so it's gonna give you a very, very accurate answer of select this in drop down menu. But like this is high level. Normally you don't need to go that deep. Just links trigger, fuck you. Click URL, contains investment. That didn't work. Using custom event trigger like I said it. Event name GTM link. Click URL contains investment. I don't think this is gonna work, but we can try. Choose built-in variable. Click URL contains investment.
I feel like that'll be the same as.
No, that's slightly different. Custom event GTM. Click containing investment. What does it say else? Let's see. Let's also delete all the other triggers so not to clog it, to get lost.
The ones that didn't work.
Yeah, all of them, I believe.
Yeah.
Everything's still here, so we're good. So there is also a different way. That's why I was looking at it for so long. Different way would have been, so I don't remember how exactly to do that, but when we go into the trigger so basically every next paragraph, every time there's if in the code the syntax isn't moving to the right, the code is moving to the right. So like we had GTM and then GTM is containing element URL and value or whatever. We could separate it by a dot and be like GTM link click dot element and then somehow specify using that we only want to use this particular data set. But I don't know how anymore. Reserve your spots. It worked. Cool. Amazing. Oh. Yeah. So we have it here. Firing triggers, event equals GTM link click, and only when it's containing investment. Amazing. Good. We have done this. Now to the easiest part, which is the purchase event. We create a new tag, analytics event.
And this has to go on a thank you.
And we're going to just use the thank you page. We're going to do purchase, and we are going to do a new trigger in some page use, specifying page URL, NMP thank you. Oops, contains NMP thank you, page view, NMP thank you, purchase. Now we could potentially even specify parameters like e-commerce.value and the value is 999 and e-commerce.currency is British pounds. But that would only work if this particular thank you page and the price is always the same. But like you would need to adjust it and not forget to adjust it. Not critical, but your reporting data analytics will be wrong.
All right. I'll come back to you next time when the price goes up.
Cool. That should be it. Let's just check if we actually have everything. We have click here. We have click odds to Stripe. We have an email we didn't do yet. That's interesting. Let's do the email. Email is very easy. We create a new tag. Analytics event. We know that already. We select measurement and the event name. Email click. Triggering. Very easy. Very, very easy. Just links. Some link clicks. Click URL contains mail too.
Huh.
That's it. Because it is a mail too, I hope. Shouldn't be anything else.
I don't know, actually.
Oh, fuck, it's not.
But I can change that.
No, don't, because there's another way to do that, even easier.
It's like I've built this based on my own behavior online. I never, for example, I use a MacBook, but I don't use Apple Mail. So I never just click an email. I always copy the email address.
So there's a way to trigger when somebody copies it. I need to look it up in my other stuff because I don't want to just import it. I just always import it. Do I have it here? That would be funny if I don't have it on my own website.
Whoa.
Yes, I do have it here. Cool. So we first need copy text listener. That's codes. Just don't do it yourself. I didn't. We need a HTML that fires some page view done ready. Page view, just a normal page view done ready. Yes, old DO1. How is it named here? And now we need to create triggers, which are custom email copied. So we need a email click copy. We select a new trigger. The trigger is going to be a custom event. It's called text copy. So this is the thing. So the previous tag I created that listens to somebody, it's a code that looks out for somebody copying. So pressing a specific button to copy something. And now if event, and then it fires an event called text copy. So it creates a new event on the back end.
It doesn't matter what they copy. They could copy anything and it would...
Yes, and we're going to specify this now. And then now we're listening to, okay, if there appears an event called text copied, we want some of them. And then we have this variable I forgot to create. Let me give you a sec. We get to variables, user-defined variables. We create a new one. And this is going to be a data layer variable because we're going to take the data of what has been copied out of the data layer. And we name it clipboard text because this is how we named it in our tag that listens to what's being copied. DLV clipboard text. Cool. So now we go back to email, click and copy. We create a new custom event that is called text copied and fires only on if DLV clipboard text contains an ad, because all emails contain an ad. If you want to specify it even further, if you have multiple emails, you can actually just put in what is your email?
This is crazy.
I know, right? And we can do the same for the phone number, theoretically, but you don't have one. Let's check it. I might have fucked up somewhere, but let's see. Just to check it here. Because I normally just import my template and then I never do this by hand anymore. Email clicked, email copies. That sounds
This is
good.
yours.
Yeah.
This is the ClickSpy one.
Yeah. I think it should work. So first of all, we go in here and see, okay, there's the HTML copy listener. It just listens. Now, if I just select it, it should not fire. But if I select it, and copy it, it should fire. So I didn't click it, right? I didn't click on it. I just press copy. And you see here, text copied twice. It's so cool, right?
That's nuts.
Yeah. And now we need to imitate a purchase. So we're just gonna
Trigger the thank you. Load the thank you page.
Yeah. You didn't install the Google Tag Manager on the subpage. You should tell AI to load every code that is on the index page to every other existing page. Not now, but like long term.
Yeah, I'll give it the tags and then let it do the rest. And it'll take a minute to get us to go in.
No worries. Amazon Pay. Wow, this coffee is horrible.
Strong, but not bad.
Very strong, very dark roast. We submit. Never. This is the worst thing. It happened to me too many times that something didn't work. And I was in testing and like, oh fuck, nothing works. And then the only thing the reason why it didn't work is just because we didn't publish the changes. Cool. And then now if we go back to analytics, we go to reports and we go to real-time overview, we're actually supposed to see our events here, which is email click, CTA click. Exactly, that's cool. And we don't have purchase yet. And we also didn't see Stripe outbound click, did we?
No.
We did not.
You can test it.
Did we test it? We didn't test it either.
Tag manager's up on the thank you page. So we can also check.
Actually, the easiest that we have doesn't work for whatever reason. Why don't you work? So the Stripe link click doesn't work yet. So the link is buy.stripe.com. Stripe click just links buy.stripe.com. It should work. Click URL instead.
It was page URL.
Yeah.
So would that require the page to be loaded? That would require the tag to be installed on the page that's loaded with that URL, which we can't do because we can't install the tag on Stripe's page.
No, not necessarily. So I think I just fucked up, to be fair. It was supposed to be click URL in the beginning already and I just misread it. So the issue is why it's hard to lose it. Those variables, the built-in ones, which click URL is one of them, are not shown up not automatically because you need to configure them. So you go into configure built-in variables and then you see all of them are unselected, which means we can't use them unless we select them. So I would be going here and doing this and this. Actually, the most important ones, clicks and forms. That's it.
And is page scroll in there as well? Do we want that? Is that good to have?
It's a variable that you can use for something, but Google Analytics does it nowadays automatically.
Really?
Yeah.
But can we use that for retargeting on
Yes.
the ads?
Yes, if we would actually configure them here. Scroll that threshold. and on screen duration. And now we could select a new trigger being if scrolls more than 75%, then
retarget.
I clicked on Stripe. Stripe should be here. Stripe is here. Cool. Now let's just do npm. Thank you. But so maybe this is not the best tutorial because we fucked up a couple of times, but this is how it normally does look like in real life as well. It's just you try something out, it doesn't work, you troubleshoot it, then you try a second way, the third way, the fourth way, and then you find one that works, or you just end up drinking beer. Not bad either way. That was a joke. You're supposed to laugh.
That's smart.
Purchase works. Cool. So now we should see in analytics, in live real-time overview, CTA click, email click, purchase, nice, and Stripe outbound click. Cool. We have our tracking. Tracking is set. Now I just need to submit, publish. You can give names and comments here. You do on GitHub. Same thing. So then we would have a comment here and the name of it. And we are done.
Very fast work.
Yeah. So now if you would want to recreate all of this in order to use it, if you want to use it for Meta or for Google Ads, you would need to recreate them in a very simple way. The hardest thing about tags is the triggers. So how do we know that somebody has done a purchase? We have a thank you page. So we figured it out. Now to just create a new one that is going to send it to Google Ads is just selecting this trigger. Oh, it was the other trigger. npm thank you, and just copy pasting and this copy pasting the conversion label and the transaction ID from Google Ads. Same with Meta actually even easier.
So go back to the page where you selected Google Ads. Is Meta in there or you
No.
can't?
So to find Meta, we can either do it via custom HTML, that sucks. So we go to choose tag type to the search bar and put in Facebook. Sorry, right. We need to go to the templates down here, and we need first to add a tag template. All right. Facebook tracking. We go to tag template. We go in search gallery, and we find Facebook. We look for Facebook.
None of the Facebook stuff is set up there though.
No worries. We can do the work and then make our life very easy for later. And here we go to Facebook pixel by Facebook archive. With this check mark. Very important. Yes, it's archived, but this is what we need. Add to workspace, add. And now we can use it as a basis for a tag. So if we go back to tags, we go to new, and then we go to custom, we see Facebook pixel appeared here. We select it. We do the same thing with Facebook pixel IDs. In this case, we can actually complete the setup without having a pixel ID because we can just create a new constant. And so later on, instead of going through every single tag for Facebook and changing it and copy pasting our new pixel ID, we just change it once. So we put in here, insert fb pixel ID here, and we call it fb pixel mat banana. But I always recommend calling it the name of the pixel, actually, like the numbers, or at least the last 4 digits, so you can identify them very easily. Instead of clicking into the constant, it's so a little too far away. Standard page view, this is the first one, same as with the Google Analytics. We need to track page views first. Triggering all pages, pretty easy. Meta page view, look at this. So this is the non-GDPR installation method. If we would be in Germany, in Austria, or anywhere else, this would be a little bit more, just a little bit more complicated. A lot more complicated. But for now, this is fine. Especially because you're in the UK anyways. Actually, GDPR is in the UK too. And now we continue with the setup. We go to Facebook Pixel Mat Banana. Instead of here, now we need to select, instead of writing our own event name, we need to select out of pre-existing, predefined events by Facebook. So we have click on the call to action button that scrolls down to the pricing form, to the pricing section. We have the outbound click to Stripe, and we have the purchase. Most of them we won't have here, besides purchase, obviously. So let's do purchase first. Let's do purchase, and then object properties. I forgot how to do this for Facebook, to be honest. because normally we have some kind of variable event in e-commerce to define the value of the purchase. We don't have it here, and I don't remember how to set it manually. This doesn't matter for now. I'm going to look it up until next time. Trigger, we have our purchase. Where is it? Here. We can do the email copy / click.
Contact.
For contact, exactly. So we have contact, we have custom email copied, and we have mail to. Always specify naming so you don't forget. And we have Stripe outbound, and we have the scroll down to pricing section. Oops, not good. Here. We could do view content for one of them, and we could do
Initiate checkout.
good call. Buy stripe.com link. Meta initiate checkout. And then for the last one, I'm going to use view content because we're not using it for anything else. If you would be an e-commerce vendor, you would probably need to be a little bit more careful because some of these are already predefined. For example, view content would be looking at products, or initiate checkout, obviously, or add to cart or add to wish list would all be very relevant. But if you're not using them, you can reuse them for your own purposes. So often you would also have leads with value that are hidden as purchases just to run a leads campaign on purchases. That might make sense to like obscure Meta, but as an example. And we have, what was it? GTM link containing investment. Meta
It's as
you scroll to pricing section. Nice. Good. We're done here. We don't even need to test it. This is the same triggers. We know it's going to work. We just need to exchange the Facebook pixel to a real one, but we don't have one yet. So submit, publish, skip. By now we should have some heat map recordings where we can check out. We don't have heat maps yet, but we can see live recordings of ourselves interacting here.
because there's just not enough volume.
It just needs 24 hours. See, this is our Google Tag Manager preview stuff. So we can see it doesn't load now, whatever. But this is very good. What else? And what's missing?
I think just the Facebook setup.
That's it? Do you add some cells?
Hmm?
Like the content itself?
Yeah, I don't have any. I don't have a pixel. I don't have a. We're gonna run it from the same ad account, right? But I don't have a. I think maybe I have an Instagram page for it, but I don't have any. I don't have the login.
I would suggest running it from the same ad account.
But I don't have the language. Is like I don't have the language to explain it. But like I don't have the Facebook page or the Instagram page, so I need to create those.
You need to create a Facebook page.
Those to the ad account, right?
So I can show you. But I mean, that's pretty simple. So yeah.
But you're gonna do it from the back, from like the back end. You're gonna do it from inside Business Suite.
Yep.
Okay, I've never seen that happen before.
No?
I've only ever I already had created the page inside Facebook, and then I go into.
No, you can create a page from here.
I'd never seen that happen though.
Cool. Then we can do that now then. So you go here on add, and then you just create a new Facebook page. And then you go here and you do Mad Banana Media. You're an ad marketing agency.
Now I would do like media
News company.
agency, consulting or something. Okay, I guess you can only have 3. Business consulting.
And then we need to fill out everything in here because this is going to make this less scammy looking to Facebook. So we're going to go to Gemini. Say, give me a Facebook page description based on this website. You must visit all pages on this website, sitemap.xml. And we're going to say description must be not longer than characters.
I'm gonna get Kieran to help me with.
2 primary entities from the initial search, madbananamarketing.com.
That's not me.
Cool.
Yeah,
I want to see what they're doing.
it's not very good. I think it's. I don't like it. Obviously, I'm gonna say that. Yeah.
Get mad. Bye. So many colors.
It's mad though because the branding is so similar.
It's mad.
Very good.
Expert newsletter strategy and audits to help creators and brands own their audience. Banana emoji. Fine for now. You can always change this later. I don't care right now. Confirm. Unable to add. We suggest. Name Mad Banana Media is invalid. We suggest a Mad Banana Media. You fuckers, for real?
Can it have spaces? No. What? No, of course it can't.
Better?
Yeah, why not? Like,
Nope. Please don't fuck it up because it was just about to be created. Please. I would rather submit a tax report in Sanskrit than deal with Meta. Fine. Okay. Yes. Now we need to connect assets and connect. Oh, no.
not yet.
But yeah, let's create an Instagram report.
No, I think I have it. I think I have it.
Okay. They need to connect it.
Yeah.
But that's weird. We should be able to connect it. So now we need to upload the logo. You have a logo here, so I'm gonna download this. That's fine for now.
So SVG, but if it won't work, I can give you a PNG. Don't want to just airdrop you.
Switch down. Yeah, so we need to fill out everything here. Can you drop me in?
Yeah, I can drop you, sorry. So I have
PNG is fine. Whatever you have.
inbound.
And the goal right now is to make it look not scam. So we need to fill it up with information. So I'm just creating a quick cover photo, which doesn't need to look pretty at all. It just needs to exist. Do you have anything that we can use as screenshots? The list is your biggest asset. Start using it now. What's this font?
I can tell you. And the font is Space Grotesque. Space Grotesque. You scroll down, that'll be there. Oh, with a K. Bro, how does that work?
Because you probably uploaded it.
Oh, yeah. Apparently I've uploaded fonts. Well, I can make it.
Let's use Space Cowboy for now. God, yeah. This is horrible. Cool, you can change it later.
Oh.
Good enough. And then, what's the next step?
Okay, so we have the Facebook page. Then we need an Instagram page, which apparently we don't have. I have the newsletter.
We don't need it necessarily to launch ads, but it will be nice to have it.
So once we have remind me again what you would call. We call this an asset. It's inside an asset inside the ad account.
Which part of what?
The page is an asset inside the ad account.
No, they're both assets. We just connect them with each other. Okay. Yeah. That's the easiest part about this whole thing. So now the goal is to launch ads. We need content, and then we can launch ads. As easy as it goes. We could create a Facebook or an Instagram page first, but we can start without it.
Can we launch? We'll be able to run ads to Instagram without the Facebook, without the Instagram page. How's it gonna?
We're gonna use the Facebook page as if somebody would click on the profile picture. It's just the opportunity cost is people not following your Instagram page by seeing your ads. So I would still do it first, but theoretically we could. Yeah, I'm just gonna fill out.
I guess we need the link to the website.
Yeah, wherever this all is, do you even have it?
No, we have privacy policy, but
Cool.
We're not in China.
Good enough. That's already good. Perfect. Yeah, we don't forget it. We need a new pixel. On the topic of pixels and tracking data sources, data sets and pixels, add a new pixel. Mad Banana Media. Great. Need another coffee, man. Go to Events Manager. It's basically now showing you the whole step-by-step thing. We just need the ID. We go to settings. It's probably seen somewhere else as well, but where I'm on the... Why am I... That is so weird. I'm on the... What? Facebook. Variables in Google Tag Manager. That's the most important part.
And then we're going to add it to a Facebook pixel variable.
Yeah.
So that we don't have to add it in.
Yeah. Done. Now we can start ads. Just need an ad account and the ads.
We're going to do the same ad account.
Yeah. Or we just need ads.
But I do think I should get the Instagram page.
And create the content. I will do pictures and videos and then
Yeah. I have some ideas. I'm going to be producing that this next week.
Nice. Yeah?
Okay, cool. And then I think I can do the ad set myself
Mm-hmm.
and have you check it.
Yeah. Damn.
I'm just going to run like a really small, same budget that I was putting on Remote Base, but for this, I think maybe the CTA will be so I think for the call to action on the ads, my thinking is to run the call to action as book a call with me to see if this program's right for you. Because there's only going to be 4, maybe 3 seats left by the time these ads are live. If the other 2 sales go to plan. So it should be limited. It should be like, it allows me to be more consultative.
Yes.
And I don't think people are going to just see the ad and book the course.
I don't know if people are going to book the calls either.
Right.
I think that is big ask
Right.
because you don't have any trust. I think a call is less level of entry than buying the course for £1,000, but a call is still a call. I would try a freebie and a VSL. So it's called an indirect VSL funnel, which means you get something for free, and then the thank you page of this free thing is the VSL of you talking to the camera and upselling. And then the marketing, the email sequence sends you the freebie, and there's call to actions in the freebie to do something. For example, book a call or just pitch the cohort already, or maybe both. And after the freebie, they get an email of pitching and them another service. So you have a page, you create a freebie based on your cohort that doesn't obviously need to go very deep into it, but maybe give them like 5 to notes, make it like a 10-page thing, make it an easy PDF. Use something like that's called Gamma. Actually, I'm creating a PDF. I'm creating PDF right now myself.
I already know. I already think I know what I'm going to run in it.
That's very funny. I did not prepare this for our thing, but I'm actually creating a freebie right now myself, and I already even have one other one that is. This is an hour of work with Gemini or like with any other AI tool. Where is it? Clickspire, freebies, the ugly asphalt. Yeah. Okay, my computer is dying. Oh my god, why are PDF files so crazy? So this is just, so there's a call to action here. This is not good. I'm still gonna edit it, but it's just about how, oh my fucking god, oh wow. This is just about how like to do ugly ads. Why is this so slow? This is a Mac.
Okay, cool. So I need to look at that then, because the other option is to run like if it's not a freebie and a VSL, it's not a core, then it's a like application form or like, but it's still a high barrier with no. Then it would get something.
I think it would be smart to do a mix of educational content and directly. I would do 5 different pictures where you have a pre-qualification sentence in the beginning. So the top of the picture says, social media influencers with over 50,000 followers. So whatever your qualification or ideal customer profile is, we can take this from your landing page. Then a headline, cocky, something like create one ad that has always the same pre-qualification, the same call to action, and then just swap the headline and the subheadline with different angles, with the question, with the direct approach, with you're missing out or your competition is better. So you have 5 different pictures. And then you have 6, 7, 8 different videos, but the only difference is the hook and the body stays the same. So you craft one good body that is a pitch for this service, or like not a pitch, but like a breakdown of the problem and the solution for it and why it's painful. And then you just have multiple different hooks that you record once, and you just glue them together with the same body. So you have 8 videos, you have 5 pictures, production time 2 hours. The pictures doesn't need to be, they like, just do them in Mad Banana branding. Don't do them too ugly. Like it's not like you have a super fancy branding that needs like 3 hours to integrate on an ad. I think this could perform very well, but I would still do the call to action freebie to try it out, to be like, get a free newsletter, you need to figure it out. You need to sit down and be like, free, own your content plan, or own your audience plan, or I don't know, like how to own your, like, give it a name, give it a methodic, or like some freebie name. Like I call it the Google, the handyman Google marketing plan. Like, or I call it the ugly ads vault, whatever. And then you can just run the ads for that.
Okay. Let's sit down again in a week
Yeah.
for a shorter period of time.
Yeah. I think my brain is dead.
I really appreciate you.
Thank you. That was fun.
It's absolutely nuts how quickly you can do that. That's honestly, that's like 2 days of work for me. Like being scared to get it wrong, Googling for the different tutorials, looking at YouTube videos 3 times, asking AI if this thing is right. It's not right, so then it's broke, and then I hate it, and then I want to go eat, and then it's the next day. Like, honestly, it's insane that you can do that fast.
Appreciate it. Yeah. I learned it, and that's how I got into marketing in the first place.
Yeah.
I think it's a skill you never forget, but it's also so important if you run ads without it.
There are people who close their business because they can't do what you can do.
What do you mean?
Like, there are people who have great ideas or like launch e-commerce stores and can't do this. They just like boost posts on Facebook or like, you know, it's because they can't do this shit. This is like what you do is like the email newsletters of
Yeah, all this is really my influence.
yes, it's like they can't do the tracking stuff, so they don't know shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the boring bit that nobody wants to do, and that's why they fuck up.
And like it used to work without it, and it still would work without conversion tracking, but because the level of entry into ads is so much lower than it used to be, so many other advertisers are on the market. The one that has the best and more data wins, because the algorithm is the only thing that is gonna make your ad deliver to the right people or not. It is
But not even that though. That's like primary level, and then when you get more advanced, it's like, okay, so like all of these influencers that are trying to sell something, they don't have abandoned cart retargeting, so like they fucking miss all of the customers that they could have from that. But, like, fucking crazy.
You're welcome. I appreciate the compliment.
Animal.
And you just wish to share this one is quickly too much.
No, I think maybe it's this one.
No.